Hello Golden State Warriors fans, we are here once again to bring you the latest news related to our team, and I would like to emphasize how committed we are to improving our performance to achieve great results. Before we dive into this intriguing news, I kindly request you to show your support by clicking the like button, and if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, I invite you all to join us on an exciting journey. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything.
Warriors fans react to Brandon Podzimski's surgery with a familiar sentiment about the playoff struggles. Golden State Warriors fans had a lot to say after the team announced that promising young guard Brandon Podzimski underwent surgery. The announcement, made through the team's official channels, confirmed that Podzimski had a successful procedure on his left wrist in Los Angeles. The good news? His recovery is expected to be full, and he's on track to be ready for training camp. Brandon Podzimski underwent a successful debridement procedure on his left wrist yesterday in Los Angeles, the team said in a statement. He is expected to make a full recovery and be ready for the start of training camp. This surgery comes as Podzimski prepares to enter his third season with the Warriors, a team hoping to see more consistency from the rising guard. After a slow start, Podzimski showed real flashes of growth, especially after the trade deadline when Jimmy Butler joined the roster. But the postseason was rough. Podzimski struggled, with head coach Steve Kerr even admitting that the young guard had lost confidence in his shooting. It's unclear how much of that was due to the wrist injury, but it certainly couldn't have helped. When the news broke, Warriors fans didn't hold back, not just about Podzimski, but about the team's brutal playoff run as a whole. The whole team got hurt, one fan posted. Man, the entire roster was banged up, added another. They were all out there fighting for their lives, someone else wrote on X, formerly Twitter. The shared sentiment among fans was clear. The Warriors fought hard, injuries and all. And they never made excuses. It's wild how every single player was dealing with something, and they just kept pushing, said one user. People don't realize how many players are out there playing through pain every night, another added. We're healing up for one last dance, wrote one hopeful fan. Of course, Warriors Twitter wouldn't be complete without some trade speculation. One fan even joked that Podzimski might be heading to Milwaukee as part of a trade package for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He'll be ready for training camp in Milwaukee. Steve Kerr still believes in Podzimski. While there's growing speculation that Jonathan Kuminga could be on the move this offseason, Steve Kerr and the Warriors remain optimistic about Podzimski's future. In his second year, the guard averaged 11.5 points per game across 66 appearances, showing plenty of potential, even as his 42.8% shooting leaves room for improvement. After the playoff elimination to Minnesota, Kerr shared some heartfelt words for Podzimski. I told him after the game, when we come back here next year, you're not going to pass up a single shot, Kerr said. That's part of the playoffs. I've been there as a player. It's a mental battle. It's easy to lose confidence, but that's how you grow. With a clean bill of health and the support of the organization behind him, Podzimski's comeback story could be one of the most compelling Warriors narratives to watch next season. As news of Podzimski's surgery continued to circulate, the Warriors community began to reflect not only on the young guard's journey, but also on the team's overall resilience in what was one of the most grueling and injury-riddled playoff campaigns in recent memory. From Steph Curry to Jimmy Butler, nearly every key player on the roster faced physical setbacks during the postseason. Curry's nagging knee issue, Butler's ankle problems, Draymond Green's back spasms. It was a cascade of unfortunate events that left the Warriors fighting an uphill battle every night. Podzimski's wrist surgery, though perhaps minor compared to others, became symbolic of a larger truth. This team gave everything it had. It wasn't just Brandon. It was Steph, Jimmy, Dre, even Looney was limping at one point, a fan wrote in a viral post. We watched our guys put it all on the line. That's heart. Despite the injuries, the Warriors pushed through the first round before falling to the Minnesota Timberwolves in a tightly contested series. Many analysts believed that a healthy Warriors squad could have gone deeper, maybe even challenged for the title. Now, with the off-season underway, questions are swirling about what's next. Will the core stay together? With trade rumors intensifying around Jonathan Kuminga and even Andrew Wiggins, it's clear the front office is weighing changes. But Podzimski, despite his struggles, seems to have solidified his spot in the team's future, especially given Steve Kerr's vote of confidence and his potential for growth. Team insiders report that Golden State sees Podzimski as a key two-way contributor moving forward, someone who could evolve into a reliable rotation player or even a full-time starter if he continues to develop his outside shot and defensive awareness. He's got the IQ, the work ethic, and now he's got playoff experience under his belt, one team source said. If he comes back stronger and more confident, the sky's the limit. What this means for the off-season. Podzimski's expected full recovery means he'll be available for Summer League or, at the very least, for training camp, a key period where the coaching staff will look to build early chemistry, particularly if roster changes shake things up. Fans, meanwhile, are watching closely. Some have already started campaigning on social media for the Warriors to run it back with the current core. Others believe this offseason could be the last chance to build a contender around Curry. We've got one more shot with this group. One more run. And we need everyone healthy and locked in, a fan posted on Reddit. And as for Podzimski, the message from fans has been overwhelmingly supportive. From encouragements like "Get well soon, Brandon," "We believe in you," to playful memes of him returning as a playoff assassin, the fan base is rallying behind their young guard. Highway robbery. Former NBA players slam Stephen Curry's selection over rising star Cade Cunningham. This year's All-NBA selection sparked major debate, and not without reason. Rising Detroit Pistons star Cade Cunningham landed on the All-NBA third team, a surprise to many considering the incredible season he just had. In his fourth NBA season, Cunningham averaged 26.1 points, 9.1 assists, and 6.1 rebounds per game, career highs across the board. More importantly, he helped lead the Pistons to the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference, marking Detroit's first playoff appearance since 2019 and their first postseason win since 2008. At just 23, Cunningham joined Oscar Robertson as one of the only players in league history to average at least 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists at that age. That's not just impressive, it's historic. Chandler Parsons, Cade got snubbed, period. Plenty of voices around the league believe Cunningham was shortchanged, and two of the loudest belong to former NBA players Chandler Parsons and Lou Williams, co-hosts of the Run It Back podcast. They didn't hold back in calling out the All-NBA voting process. "There's one glaring name that got left off, and it's Cade Cunningham," Parsons said. "He averaged more points, rebounds, assists, and steals than Steph Curry. And still, he's on the third team? That doesn't sit right." Parsons went even further, stating Cunningham had a better season than several players named to the second team, including Curry and Evan Mobley. "I'm telling you, the year Cade had was unbelievable," he added. "Mobley had a great season too, and he made big strides, but statistically, there's no way he should be ahead of Cade." Lou Williams, "This feels like a legacy pick." Lou Williams echoed his co-host's frustration, suggesting that reputation, not performance, played a big role in how the All-NBA teams were decided. "This feels like highway robbery," Williams said. "They had to find a spot for Cade on that second team. He earned it." "I think he had a better overall season than Steph," Williams continued. "But again, it all comes down to legacy. That's why I included LeBron, because of his legacy and everything he's done in his career." But Cade? Cade's not just a rising star, he's already playing at an elite level. He should have been on that second team. Player and expert reactions. Cade Cunningham's placement on the All-NBA third team hasn't just sparked debate, it's ignited a wave of passionate responses from across the basketball world. One of the loudest came from Pistons teammate Jalen Duren, who defended Cunningham's performance without hesitation. "If you're still doubting him at this point, you're just not watching basketball," Duren said in a post-game interview. "He's been carrying us night after night. That's not third-team stuff, that's first-team material." Hoops hype. Former NBA champion and ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins also voiced his support. Following a dominant performance against the Miami Heat, where Cunningham dropped a 25-point triple-double capped off with a game-winning shot, Perkins tweeted, "Mr. First Team All-NBA. Put some respect on Cade's name." Sportskeeda. A $45 million shift for Detroit. Cunningham's All-NBA selection didn't just come with recognition, it triggered a major financial milestone. Due to an escalator clause in his rookie extension, his contract jumped by $45 million, raising the total deal to $269 million. For the Pistons, this solidifies Cade as the undeniable face of the franchise, but it also tightens their future cap flexibility. This contract shift has sparked conversations in front offices around the league. "It's a big bet," said one anonymous executive. But if Cade keeps playing like this, Detroit just locked in their superstar at a bargain. Times of India. Media and fan reactions. The media's response has been divided. While some analysts argue the third-team selection is fair given the fierce competition, others believe legacy names like Curry and LeBron edged out rising stars based on reputation rather than results. Meanwhile, fan reactions have been overwhelmingly supportive of Cunningham. Social media lit up with hashtags like #CadeGotRobbed and #ShouldBeSecondTeam, with thousands rallying behind the young guard. He put up Oscar Robertson numbers and led the Pistons to the playoffs. How is that not second team at least? One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. What else does the guy have to do?